Hello, it's me, Jessica Bieber. I'm actually doing a K-pop video because I got motivated to do one. I've been really into K-pop recently because I've been getting back into EXO. So, thought I would make a video ranking all the Queendom 2 performances. I think the thing that was putting me off making a K-pop YouTube videos before, why I took so much of a break from K-pop YouTube, is that I feel like every time you say something remotely negative, you just get jumped for it. And I wasn't in the right mindset to take that kind of jumpery. So I took a break from it. I don't like hiding my opinions or trying to water them down and try and sugarcoat everything. It just annoys me personally. So that's why I didn't want to say anything. After some long consideration, I just kind of realised that these are just K-pop fans on Twitter or YouTube or whatever. It doesn't really affect my IRL life. And if you guys are upset over opinions, then get over it. That's all I can say. The first thing I want to say before I get into all my opinions on the covers is that I don't actually dislike any of these groups. I actually like or know of most of these groups, but I don't have a dislike for any of these groups. So if I say anything negative about your faves, I'm not actually saying it about them as a whole. It's just about the performance, okay? Let's go. So first off, I'm going to talk about Luna's cover. I actually didn't hate this cover. The one thing I think they did have the hardest job, which was covering a Sister song. The reason why I feel like this is the hardest job is because Sister have such iconic vocals, powerful vocals you can just recognize anywhere. So that's why I felt like they had the hardest job of this performance. The performance itself was really cute. I loved the dancing. I loved the concept that they did, the stage, like everything that they did in terms of dancing, stage presence, outfits was gorgeous, cute and adorable. I really liked that. The one thing I will say is that it just felt very lacking in terms of their vocal. The thing is that with this song and with all Sister songs, like I said before, they've got very recognizable voices and Sister belt. Like they be shouting their notes out. And the thing is with Luna is that there wasn't much power in their vocals. It didn't feel like they were belting, if that makes sense. And to be honest, if they couldn't belt, that's fine. It may not be in their range, but that's why I felt like it was lacking, because this song has always had such powerful vocals behind it and very recognizable vocals. I think that's why I felt like the vocals weren't it, because I feel like their vocals weren't strong enough to carry this entire song. I know that they do have some really good vocalists like Chu, Hassel, you know what I mean? But the entire group overall, I just don't think there was kind of the power, the belting that Sister usually do. And I'm not saying they need to shout into their microphones. It's just like sometimes it felt like they were too quiet, and that may just be the mixing or the technical team's fault. But there were times of the cover where I just felt like this is too quiet, or it feels like they're like not really singing loudly enough into their microphones. Again, this could and probably is the technical team's fault, but it just felt like they were quiet at times. It felt like they weren't, I hate saying belting over and over again because that makes me feel like they should be belting like a full-on ballad, but it just feels like they weren't projecting enough at certain times. And that was kind of what did it for me, is that the vocals weren't as good as the entire performance. But overall, was the performance bad? No, it was really cute. I'm just being over analytical because I'm giving my honest opinion and detailed opinion on every video. But overall, this was not a bad cover at all. It's just because Sister have such amazing, powerful and iconic vocals that Luna had a really hard job in covering it, because people are so used to the original version. And I think that's kind of the thing. They definitely had the hardest job, and because of that, I kind of give them props for it, and I kind of give them a pass because I know how hard it would be to cover this song. So overall, it was a good cover. Not the best, but a good, decent cover. Next, we have Hyolyn, and I don't have anything bad to say about the cover itself. She's an amazing dancer, an amazing singer. She's one of the best vocalists of all time in K-pop, period. So there's not really anything negative I can say about this performance. She killed it. Everything about it is good. I've got no criticisms for the actual performance itself. Vocals, performance, look, she's gorgeous. Everything was amazing. The one thing I will say is that I don't know if she had the choice for what song she did, but this song choice felt very predictable to me, if that makes sense. The reason why I say the song choice was predictable is because I know that Hyolyn has been doing a lot of more sexier or mature concepts recently. And the thing is, I know that she has versatility. I've been a Sister fan for a really long time. I've never really talked about it on this channel before, but I really like Sister. I listened to basically all their albums, all their B-sides. I really like them a lot. So I know they have that versatility. And I'm not saying she needs to do like a cute concept, which would be out of her comfort zone. I would love to see her doing kind of even high in her kind of summer queen kind of style. She doesn't have to be like cute Aegyo or whatever. I would have just liked to see something a bit more lighter from her, a bit more light-hearted, I should say, because the sexy mature concept is a bit predictable, but it's something that she is best at. And since it is a competition, I can understand wanting to do something that you're the best at, but I just would have loved to see that versatility that I know she has. Okay, so next is Kepler, and I thought this cover was so bad. I rewatched it loads of times to try and figure out why I didn't like this cover so much, and it's the instrumental. The thing is, I've rewatched this so many times. The girls look gorgeous. The dancing is on point. It's the actual song itself. The remix just isn't good. I was vibing with it for a little bit at the start, and then it got to the Roland part, and I don't know, because the actual girls' vocals don't sound bad. It just doesn't match the instrumental. The instrumental makes it sound like it's off key or like just off. Like the Roland part just doesn't fit with the instrumental. And I think it's because the instrumental just sounds weird, because I don't think the girls actually were singing off key. I think the instrumental was so weird is that the girls were singing on the key of the original song, but not the key of the instrumental. So the Roland part just sounded really unnatural and off-key for me. And I don't know if off-key is the right term to say it, but the Roland part just didn't sound good. And that was the thing that put me off this cover the most. When they weren't doing that, I was like, oh, okay, cute, they're being gorgeous, good at dancing. None of them are really bad at what they're doing. It's just the Roland part sounded so bad to me. And I have to just blame the cover, because I don't know what is up with this cover, but I don't know who made this instrumental, but they set them up. They set my girls up so bad. It was probably my least favourite performance just because of how the chorus sounded. I know that probably sounds really nitpicky, but it just wasn't a good cover. Even if I kind of vibe with the verses a little bit, I still didn't enjoy the song that much. I don't think they could have done much with this song. It wasn't good to me at all. I just don't know who made this awful instrumental, and if it was one of the girls, I haven't been watching the show, I'm so sorry. This is not a good instrumental, and I didn't enjoy this song at all, but they look gorgeous, so whatever. Next is Brave Girls, and there's not much to say that's bad about this performance. I think their vocals were good, their dancing was good. The one thing I will have to say is that this performance, even though they were good at what they were doing, it just didn't seem like a wow concept to me. Sexy girls in suits, I always like. I love sexy girls in suits. But I feel like the other groups did more in terms of concepts and making kind of a nice stage, all that kind of thing. I feel like this one lacked in an actual kind of concept, and that's why it wasn't a favorite performance. But I think it was a good job. Like, there's nothing bad about their singing, nothing bad about their dancing. The only thing is that I just feel like the concept wasn't as fun as the other concepts that I already saw. So that's my main criticism, is that I wasn't a huge fan of the concept. It just felt kind of basic to me. But they were good at what they did, so there's no complaining about that. So, yeah, nothing bad about it, just nothing kind of too memorable about it. They did a good job, but it's not going to stick in my head as something memorable, if that makes sense. Overall, not a bad performance, just not memorable enough for me to kind of be like, wow. But sexy girls in suits, can't go wrong with that. Next is wjsn. I was kind of confused, because it seemed like at the start of the song they were doing like a dark, gothy vampire kind of feel. And then when that bit was over, it felt like they went to like their normal wjsn style of song. That was a bit confusing to me. It felt like the actual main cover that they didn't match the start intro that they did, as well as the outfits. It felt like a very wjsn song. But I was just a bit confused at the overall concepts. It felt like the concept was a bit all over the place and the outfits didn't match the cover. But that's my only criticism, to be honest. The song cover was so good. Probably one of my favourite covers in terms of just closing my eyes and listening to it. I love Navalera, so I was very happy to see that they did Navalera. And when they did it in their own style, I was even happier. Yeonjung's vocals did... Oh... amazing. Yeonjung's probably my favourite, and I love Yeom as well. She looks so pretty. I don't really have any criticisms about the actual overall dancing and vocals because I thought they killed both of that. I do have another criticism. The rap was unnecessary to me. I know that XC probably needed a rap part because she is the rapper, but I would have preferred it without the rap. It just wasn't very good. But the actual overall cover I just thought was just so good. I thought the instrumental was great, the vocals were great, and the dancing was always on point for them. The one thing that just kind of let it down for me was the confusion of concepts. It felt like they were going to go for a vampire gothy thing, which I've never really known them for, and then it turned into a normal wjsn sounding song. So that's what confused the hell out of me. But overall, I really, really like this performance because I just think the song sounds so good. Their vocals are so good. Yeonjung, yes, very good. I like this performance a lot, so I can kind of look over the weird mishmash of concepts. I really, really like this cover, so yeah. Go girls. And last we have Viviz, or gfriend, as some people may know them. I really like this performance, but I heard that gfriend have been receiving a lot of hate from queendom. I think they've been getting the evil edit from what I've been hearing on the streets. I haven't been really interested in watching the full show, but from what I've been hearing is that gfriend have been receiving an evil edit. I also saw a video recently as well that their videos have been edited on the live version and the Mnet aired version, this video here. So that was kind of interesting to see. I didn't hate this performance at all. Like, I nearly fainted when I saw how pretty Eunha looked. There's that. I love the concept and I love the outfits. I just thought they did good. I don't really see anything wrong with this performance. They did have a few vocal clunkers, which I'm not sure if was due to this evil edit that Mnet are doing or whatever that's happening. But I don't know. I like this song. I like what they did. I think it's a hard song to cover as well. I was reading the comments and apparently that this song is barely even sung live by wjsn, and it is a 10-member song that they are covering, and there's only 3 of them. So I have to give them props for that. And I don't know. I like the dancing. I like the performances. I like the outfit. And they look so pretty. So I can't really see a fault in this. Sure, they had a few vocal clunkers, but I'm sure every performance did. So it's just whatever. It's not my favourite performance, no. And it's not the best performance, but I thought it was cute and I thought they were pretty and I thought they did good. But everything that I've been hearing on my timeline is that they're evil snakes or whatever. But I don't know, I'm just not buying it. I really don't care. I like gfriend and I like this song. I like the cover that they did. So I really don't care. It's whatever. I think they did good. Fight me. That's all the covers there. If you want to keep up with me on social media, there's my 2 handles there. That's all I've really got to say. I hope you guys don't hate my opinions too much. If you disagree, tell me why in the comments. Tell me what your thoughts are overall. Let's start a discourse. If you want to send hate, my @ is ToraV4. I'll see you guys later. Bye!